Hello YouTube, good morning, this is PokeMultiverse, and I am bringing you a UU match that I found on the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. Once again, this match happened a while ago, and I do not remember the exact username of the person. Don't worry, the rest of the videos I'm doing, I'm making sure that I have, I've saved like a picture of their name so I can actually give them credit. His name was Zombi something, and there's only 2 pages on Smogon, but none of the names popped out at me, which is usually like, when I'm scrolling through, there's usually a name that pops out, I'm like, yeah, that's the person I thought. But none of the names popped out, so unfortunately, I'm versing Zombi. And I don't have the rest of his name. Anyway, so he starts off with Registeel, I start off with Durant, and I figure I'm just going to get up a Hone Claws. I don't think he can do much to me, and I won't be able to do much to it until I can do that. And it's true, but then he has Seismic Toss, which is a real problem because Durant doesn't have all that much HP. And luckily, I get 2 flinches on the Iron Head, which was what I was praying for. When I went for them, I was saying, come on, get that flinch, get that flinch. So now I'm going to go for an X-Scissor, predicting nothing, but if he decided to save his real steel, I'd be able to hit anything neutral, and if Victini came in, which would resist Iron Head, I'd be able to super effective it. So I'm just gonna let Durant die to this thing, and then I'm gonna go into Swampert, which scares it off with both stab, and I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake, because why not? Also, I saw that he had a Roserade on his team. Basically, Earthquake would have hit anything on his team for neutral damage. And Roserade is going to be taken down, down, down. Oh, so close. It had a Focus Sash. And I've seen this twice so far. Is Focus Sash Roserade that common? Because both times my Earthquake has hit it on the switch and almost killed it. And Roserade is such a thorn in my side. No pun intended. Anyway, I'm going to go in Ferroseed, which can take anything Roserade wants to do. And now I'm going to double switch into Ambipom, and this Ambipom is a bit special just because it's a baton passer. I was just testing it out, seeing what I could do with it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work so well, so I switched out with Mew, and then I made Ambipom set different, and then switched Mew out with it. So basically, baton passing is not viable on this team at least, because Ferroseed has no attacking moves, and so if I had a baton passer, I'd have a second Pokemon with no attacking moves, and I'm not sure if I saved the battle or not, but I did have a battle where it came down to Ferroseed and Mew, and I got taunted, or not taunted, they set up a substitute, so basically I was just kind of like, okay, I can't really do much, I'm gonna forfeit. So, I decided to switch out Baton Passer. It might be possible on a different team, but I don't think I can have 2 Pokemon without attacking moves. So, yeah. Ambipom got roared out into Swampert. There's a burn on Swampert now. And Ferroseed can do everything. This Deep Blue Sea happens to be poisoned, so I'm not worried. He can't do anything to my Ferroseed. Hitmontop's gonna come in, and that actually can do something. But, I just went for the Ingrain, because I'm stupid like that. Yeah, that was really stupid, actually. Because he still has Roserade. Yeah. If he didn't Rapid Spin, Ingrain would have been fine. Because when his Roserade came back in, it would have died. And Roserade completely checks Ferroseed. There's nothing I can do to it. Honestly. So I wasn't really afraid all that much of losing Ferroseed. What I was afraid of getting into a position where Roserade comes in, it can't do anything to... Okay, hold up. It's 7 in the morning, sorry about that. So I'm just gonna Leech Seed, and luckily Victini was the one that came in. Honestly, I was afraid of Roserade, simply as I said, because literally we wouldn't be able to do anything to each other, and it just would have been this long, drawn-out process that would have been ridiculous. So I can't switch out, so I gotta stay in, and I'm gonna go for... I don't know what I go for. I go for, I would guess I went for Toxic. Yeah. And so this thing is now Toxic. And here comes a problem, because this thing can actually taunt me. I'm gonna go for the Leech Seed, as it sets up spikes, probably predicting me to, like, protect or something. And the Leech Seed misses, and that was kind of important, because this thing would have been taking a lot of damage each turn from Toxic and Leech Seed. So no, it's gonna go for the taunt, and since I'm ingrained in, I can't switch out. That's the problem with ingrained, but since I'm using Eviolite on my Ferroseed, I needed another method of health recovery, because I don't have leftovers, so I did put ingrain on it. And you're probably thinking that's stupid, because it can't switch out, and then gets into situations like this. But, as long as I check and counter things well enough, it's not a problem. I mean, taunt, yes, but other than that, I can usually wear things down with Leech Seed and Toxic. So, I don't know. Yeah. Roserade is a terrible counter, though, because I can't Toxic it, I can't use Leech Seed on it, and Protect and Ingrain won't do anything against it. So it's basically... it's a thorn in my side. You know what is a major thorn in my side? A Roserade Sableye combination. Prankster Sableye is so irritating. And then you finally, like, Toxic it or something, and think you're fine, but it switches out and Roserade has aromatherapy, and you're just like, come on. Honestly now. And Roserade has natural cure, so you can't do anything to it. Honestly. Especially, okay, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but have you come up against a rest Roserade? You get it so low, and then it rests up, and then just switches the sleep out. It's terrible. It honestly is. Anyway, that's, you know, Journeys of a Pokemon Battler, right? Memoirs of a Pokemon Master? Wonder if that's an actual book. So because of the burn, Swampert's attacks are gonna do near nothing. That Earthquake actually would have done a nice bit had Swampert not been burned. Oh, I don't know how many times my Swampert gets burned. I should nickname him something. Something funny, because he gets burned so often. It'll be like, so-and-so got burned. It'll be like, ha, that's funny. Sorry about that. That sounded so, like, sarcastic. Ambipom is gonna be death foddered off. I don't need Baton Pass. You know what's awkward? When you spend one turn doing, Rock Polish, one turn doing Nasty Plot, and then when you Baton Pass into your Togekiss, it gets thundered by a Raikou and dies. It's just kind of like, well, that was, that's awkward. This thing just keeps roaring me out onto the spikes, and it hurts because Swampert's getting spikes in his. Yeah. Sucks to suck, right? Anyway, Burn's gonna do a nice bit of damage. And this thing's gonna rest up, and rest is irritating. Especially when you can barely do any damage to the Pokemon. Rest is just like, hey, you're about to kill me? Nope. So I know I'm gonna die, so I just set up... I set up Stealth Rocks so Swampert has something to leave behind. Because Earthquake or Waterfall isn't gonna do all that much. And I wanted to leave some sort of lasting effect. So I set up Stealth Rocks. I'm gonna go back into Victini. And he's gonna go into Hitmontop, and I don't give a crap, because this thing's gonna die anyway. So I'm gonna Psychic this thing. Actually, I'm gonna Grass Knot it, but that's fine by me. I have Psychic on it. Victini is actually Expert Belted. So here comes his Victini, and guess what? He's gonna Fusion Bolt, and that matters. Because Fusion Bolt does not kill me. It gets a crit, and oh no, it doesn't. Focus Blast missed! I'm just like, Victini! You have Victory Star! What type of star are you following to victory? Because clearly, it didn't guide your Focus Blast home. I would follow a different star, honestly. So now Fusion Bolt is easily going to take out Togekiss because his Hellraiser is Scarf, and that will be good game. So, rate, comment, subscribe, like. Victini, definitely find a new star to follow to victory, because that one was just not guiding you well. Anyway, I will see you guys later.